We're doing it. Oh boy. Let's see if I can make it out here. Oh, this is a tight squeeze getting through here. My God. Oh, that'll buff out. Jeez!
I've got to leave before I start to scream. Goes on out the door and turn the key. Feeling alright.
But hey, welcome back, friends. Today, we're doing that hammock camp. Just get everything out of my car. I've taken all your suggestions, all your tips, all your advice from your experience, and I am going to do my first hammock camp tonight. So thank you to everybody who commented. Obviously, I'm going to work with the gear I have, but what I've learned from everybody is choose trees that are further apart, use one ridge line, use a smaller ground sheet, use a square tarp. So you know what, everything you told me I found useful because you've done it and I haven't. So you know what, let me just get finished unpacking the car, getting this chair put together, and yeah, let's set up. I need at least a place to sit down for a little bit anyways. It's so hot. You know, we're getting into August, so I'm excited about that. That means cooler temperatures are on the way, but not today. Today is supposed to be, it feels like temperature of 100, and I can tell you that's just about right. So let's get this chair together. Get all this gear. Hold on a second. Sometimes I have troubles with this chair, but you know what? I'm getting better at it. And it's just that it's so tight. There's little pockets on the corners. You get the first like 2 or 3 in, they're fine. But this last one, oh, not bad. Look at that. Bam. Well, we're in August, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to some cooler temperatures. Today's over 90 degrees with a feel like temperature of 100. And yeah, just sitting here, you're melting. It took me an hour to set this up because I had to just honestly keep taking a break, putting my little neck fan on. I was dying. And yeah, so this is my first hammock camp, and I'm glad you could come along with me. I did take some of your suggestions. I know this looks a little bit extra, but I want to be transparent with you. I was going to do a wild camp hammock camp, but I figured for my first overnight, I should probably go where I'm a little more comfortable and I'm not like in like this like boondocking or dispersed camping somewhere. Although I do have a spot that I am going to do that coming up soon. I got a lot going on, and yeah. So this, I took your suggestions, and I'll show you. I'll do a walkthrough and show you what I did. But I used a smaller ground sheet. I ended up going with a bigger square tarp. My trees are further apart. I don't even know if you can see the trees right here, but I'll show you that in a moment. And everything is hanging off of just one ridge line instead of all kinds of crazy things. So I have this propped up, or as they say, in porch mode right now. Maybe I'll leave it in porch mode because it's really, really hot. And honestly, if we get some rain, I think this will shed water pretty good. Yeah, so right now, just gonna kick back, have a glass of water, or have some water, and we're doing it. Whew, it is hot, but yeah, like I said, I wanted to be transparent with you, and I'm not gonna pretend I'm out here on a wild camp or anything like that. I'm not on a hip camp either. I am at a campground, and I'm the only one in this entire campground. There's nobody here. If you hear any kids, there's like a town pond, like way off in the distance, so you might hear some kids, but for right now, until they go. I've camped out here before in my Ozark, what is that, the Walmart brand, the Ozark Trail, and I had a great time. So if you recognize that spot, then this is where I am. Right now, I am just going to have a little bit of a snack before I show you what this all is. And like I said, if you have any suggestions for hammock camping, let me know. You guys really came through and gave me so many suggestions that I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, or yeah, well maybe I should. Yesterday I was out here. I got carrot sticks today for a snack. I'm trying to get a little bit healthier, a little bit. But I was out here yesterday, not here, but in a local spot that I like to go to, and it rained yesterday, and I set up my Wise Owl fly sheet, and it was awful. It's waterproof, it shed water, but water was coming in on the sides. It was that weird little triangle type of shape, and I don't recommend that rain fly at all. That might be good just for like a sunshade, you know, your day camping or something, you set it up, oh yeah, everything's great. But when it comes down to reality in the rain, it didn't perform well at all. So the Wise Owl rain fly, and it's the smaller one, not the big one, but to me it wasn't any good. So I resorted back using my Free Soldier SARP. I'm using the Free Soldier 10x10 tarp, and I'm probably going to keep it in the porch mode that it's in now. This is just carrots and some ranch dressing, and yeah, I'm a little, I don't know, I have my own trepidations about sleeping in a hammock. Some people swear it's comfortable, and you know, every time I've been in a hammock, I mean day camping and stuff, and I've been in it all day, it's been pretty comfortable, but to sleep in it might be a different story. And I took your suggestion. I'm not using a sleeping pad. I don't know what I was thinking originally when I was trying to stuff a sleeping pad in the hammock, and someone suggested if I do use a sleeping pad, then just deflate it so it's just kind of not, it's not as filled with air, so it's going to shoot out. But I don't know if I want to do that either. So what I did bring is a camping quilt, and it's my Cocoa camping quilt. It's not down or anything, but it lofts kind of the same as down. And matter of fact, I did a video where I actually used that camping quilt as an underquilt. It has ties on the sides. You can snap it on the sides, and it could be used as an underquilt, but I think I should invest in an actual one. But I am going to sleep in that, and I have an outdoor Vitals pillow that I'm going to use, so that's going to be my sleep system. It's summertime. I'm not too concerned about, you know, feeling the cold underneath. I might actually like it. And oh yeah, I wanted to tell you something crazy. I don't know, it seems crazy to me, but maybe it's kind of ingenious. The guy at REI, when I was there getting a sleeping pad, I upgraded my sleeping pad. I'll let you know what that is soon, or maybe you already know. I don't know what order these videos are coming out, but anyways, when I was at REI, the day that I did the rain test, I went there and got a sleeping pad. Anyway, he was telling me he's a big hammock camper, and he said what he does is he's got his hammock system, and for storage, he uses just the cheapest hammock you can find, and he puts another hammock underneath his hammock just to get his gear off the ground. So have you ever heard of such a thing? I thought it was great. I think that's a great idea. Do you? I mean, having a hammock under your hammock to get up all your gear underneath? I don't know. It seemed like a good idea. What are your thoughts? But, you know, carrots really aren't that bad. I guess it's all right. You can bring some healthy snacks out on a camp, so that's what I have. And yeah, as they say, I'll bring it back in a little bit. I'm going to have this snack, and I'll go over in detail and show you what I'm working with here today. Whew. These little neck fans come in handy, let me tell you. Let's actually see what the temperature is. I'm kind of curious to know what it is. 85 degrees. Okay, it was 90 just about like a half an hour ago. But, 86. All right, we're creeping back up. No, go back down. Go back down the other way. Yeah, so 86 degrees. Yay. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get my car in here. They were basically like, if you think you can drive up in there, go ahead. So I did. But before I get a twig stove going, well, I'm going to gather up some wood. But before I do that, I just figured I'll show you a little bit of what I have going on there. Trekology table, I brought that. Chair. I'm using a smaller, just, no name brand type of ground sheet. So it is smaller than the big Wise Owl footprint, which was overkill. I'm using the Free Soldier tarp, and I have it set up in like a porch mode, I guess. Just used a couple of sticks. If I wanted it a little higher, I could put another one up here, but I'm not even gonna bother. I have everything hanging off of one ridge line, as opposed to all these crazy ridge lines. Obviously the hammock held with the straps, bug net over it. Everything is hanging off just this one guy line. Prusik knot, I'm a fan of the wood toggle, don't judge me. And yeah, got the tarp. Have it guide out on the corner. Right there. Have it guide out in the back. As you can see, that's what it looks like in the back. I hear you. I hear you. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. The sweltering heat of the day seems to have gone down a little bit, so maybe it's just because the sun is going down from this angle over here and I'm in the shade. I'm going to collect up some wood for the twig stove. I usually use that as like a fire pit, so that's what I'm going to do. And for dinner, I'm going to have that bagged meal that I used out on my setup day, so I'm going to try that. We have the Alpine Air pork pad thai, so I'm going to try that. Like I said, I had the carrots and the ranch dressing as I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier. You know how these camps sometimes get, you just bring all this crap, and just, you're frying up Spam and eggs and bacon and all that kind of stuff all the time. So try and do it a little bit healthier. I'm in a flight path. So that's what I'm going to do, gather up some wood, maybe baton up some wood as well. And we're hammock camping. I'm not going to use this fire pit. This is like a recent installation. I think this is what they did with the leftover wood that came down from a storm. I mean, it is pretty cool. Look at that. You have one actually shaped like a chair. This fire pit is a disaster. Look at that. Like, I don't know who used that, but that's a little crazy looking to me, so I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to scar the ground, so I have a little piece of metal. It's also a windscreen that I'm going to put down. And yeah, what do you think? I have the light hanging off the ridge line. I got my flex tail light right up there hanging off the ridge line. I have this light hanging off my sticks that I'm using to prop up the tarp. I love that light. It also can be charged solar. And for a beverage tonight, as far as like a beer, I'm going back to what I know. I happen to like Coors Light. It's refreshing, it's light, and that's what I like. So that's what I brought for tonight. I've been trying all these crazy IPAs with an alcohol content of off the charts. I'm just like, I can't do it. So I'll have that with dinner. But you know what? I'm gonna just go go around camp. I'm going to collect up some wood. I'll see you back in a moment. That may look like a lot of wood, but it is not. These little twig stoves have no way to regulate airflow, so the air just comes right in and it just burns on through to the other side. All right. Oh. So I'm gonna set that up. I never use these things. I don't even use it for cooking or heating up or anything. I just use it for a fire pit. Let me wash up. I think I need a cold soda or something. Whoa, it's hot. Whew. Is this cheating if I'm in my truck getting just a little bit of AC? Woo! Wow. I'm not trying to complain. I'm not complaining. I love this weather, but it's the humidity, you know? I'm like, just wow. It's like you go to do something and you're like completely wiped out. Like I collected twigs and I'm like, I'm dying. I'm like, I'm dying. But you know, I don't know. I need a soda. Okay, it was cool. It feels nice. But yeah, I need something to drink. So I've just been collecting up some wood. Let's see. I guess I'll go for a Coke. And collecting up some wood. And yeah. Kind of relaxing, kind of thinking about the hammock, like, is it going to be comfortable? Is it going to be like, give me that weird like motion sickness type of a thing? I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, but these are the silly thoughts that run through my head. I'm completely fine being out in the woods and with a tent. I'm completely fine doing all that kind of camping, but hammock camping, no experience. Never overnighted in the hammock, and I want to try all aspects of camping. You know, I mean, I love the outdoors. Everybody wants to try all new things, so you know, yeah, you can go out camping in a tent. That's great. You know, try some hammock camping. I'm going to be doing some car camping pretty soon. I'm going to get out there and, you know, and park up and find some really awesome spots to car camp. I really want to do a road trip. You know, that's been on my mind, but I'll leave that for a conversation for another time. But I'd like to go out west. Yeah. Anyways, I keep thinking about that, but I probably wouldn't do my own vehicle. I would probably rent a vehicle because I really don't want to put all those miles on my own vehicle, you know? Have you ever done that? Like some big epic road trip? I think that would be kind of awesome. You know, just have maybe like a destination, and then just nowhere to sleep, no plans, just kind of take it day by day, see some epic sights, and I don't know, I think that really appeals to me anyways. But yeah. So I'm gonna set up that stove. I'm gonna think about doing dinner in a little bit. I'm surprised I haven't even had a cup of coffee yet. I'll probably have that later. But yeah, I don't know, hammock camping. Cheers. Soda. Coke. Oh yeah. You can just feel the cold going right through you. Yes. Bring it back a little bit. This is like the cheapest thing, I swear. This was like, at the time I bought this thing, it was like 13 bucks. These things are so cheap. It's a little warped, but it still works awesome. I love it. Alright, let me just get the front on. I mean, look how little this thing is. It's pretty cool. Alright, it's a little weird to kind of get on right, but not bad. Get in there. Alright, are we in there? Yup. Bottom part's not connected. Get in there. Now you're in there. Alright. It's a little warped, you know, so perfect. Solid. Solid. Get ready, little buddy. Oh no! Spilled soda. Soda spilled. We could edit that out, but you know what? Stuff happens. I spilled soda. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Yeah, I'm kind of getting hungry. I am gonna clean that soda up, or else it's gonna attract all kinds of ants and stuff. So I had this out the other day, and I really didn't want to eat it just for the sake of making a video, but yeah, I am gonna try this pork pad thai. It's thin noodles and pork with vegetables and a spicy, creamy peanut sauce with ginger and lime. So anyways, that's what it is. So I'm gonna get to making that now. Kind of hungry, so we'll have that. I'll have a nice cold refreshing Coors Light, because apparently I had a soda and now it's gone. Or most of it anyways. Let me clean that. I think I have wipes somewhere. Oh, cases. Let that dry out. That's trash. I'll throw it away. I'm gonna put the thermocell on. I really haven't even had to use the thermocell. I don't know, it's probably so hot the bugs are like, no, I'm all set, I'm not going out today. I don't know if this repels ants. I have no idea, but I'm just gonna put it on. Can't hurt. But yeah, I don't understand it. There's no mosquitoes. Not yet anyway. There's no bugs. These things are great, but they don't last as long as they say they do. They say each pad is supposed to last about 4 hours. I don't find that to be true. They seem to turn white after about, maybe not even a full 3 hours. So you get about 3 hours. You don't get 4 hours from one of these pads. All right, let's turn that on. Is that on? No. Light. All right, it's on. Then how you know it's on? There's like a little, I don't know if you can see that in there. There's like a little orange, a little light right there. That just tells you that it's on. So we'll just set that down. Throw my trash out. Ugh, can't reach. Get this dinner on. Oh geez, I got a lot of stuff in here. Whoops, I got extra gas cans. I already have a gas can down here. I got a gas can in here. Alright, I don't need that. Coffee. Let's get some water in this kettle. I know that's probably a lot of water, but I figure, you know, might as well dump a lot of water in here anyways, because I'll be using it for coffee, so Whatever water I don't use will get used. What am I doing? MSR. You know, I was gonna cook a meal. I was actually gonna break out the spaghetti strainer. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I made a fire pit out of a spaghetti strainer once, and I cooked off of it. It was kind of pretty cool. Sometimes you use what you have. All right, but I didn't really feel like cooking any kind of elaborate meals. All I can think about is what's this thing gonna be like when I'm sleeping in it tonight. I can't wait for the morning to report to you, you know, like how it was, and you know, if I need to do anything or improve it somehow. I mean, I'll upgrade my stuff eventually, but I don't really feel the need to right at the moment. So, let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. Burn the top down. Yeah, that's steady. It's like the Tower of Power over here. All right, how much water do I need on this thing? So to add 2 cups boiling water. I don't know. I never, you know what? I just pour in what looks about right. I pour in just enough water to cover the food in here, and that seems to have worked so far. So let's see. Oxygen absorber. I don't know how long these are good for. I know the Mountain House is good for like 25 years. I think Peak Refuel is good for like I don't know, 5-6 years. This one's good till, I don't know. This one was on sale. Usually these type of things are expensive, but this one was $9.93. It was originally $13.95. Like, really? But anyway, what is, does it say? I'm sure it's on here somewhere. I have no idea. I can't find where it says how long these things are good for. Maybe it's under the sticker. Okay. Whoa. I think that says June of 28. So I guess this is good till June of 2028. And this is what it looks like. And it doesn't smell like delicious or anything yet. Maybe it will after it's cooked. But this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. That's what it looks like. Alright. Gonna wait for some water to boil. We'll have that. I got my breakfast in here too. These little travel kits, you know, those like little, I think this is like a man's travel kit. Just a little travel kit. I think it was like $5. This is good to actually stash like some food items, your utensils. Great for a little overnight, you know, little pouches of hot chocolate and coffee in there. So you can always find alternative uses for other things. I like, oh, I think that's boiling. Let's see. Like a lot of my camping stuff I got, oh, is that done? It must be. I got at a thrift store. And we have a thrift store around here called Savers. And my first cook set I got there was $3.45. And that was for a pan, a bowl, a pot. I mean, so look around. All right, let's see if that's enough water. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just eyeballing it. If I need to adjust and add more water, then I will. Stir that up. Get down into the corners. Nothing worse than when you're eating these and you bite into like a little crunchy piece that never got rehydrated. Just add a little bit of water. And how I can tell I need a little bit of water is it's semi-thick right now, and you know it's going to absorb some water, so just throw some more water in there. Alright, I think that's stirred up enough. Have to sit. All right, 10 to 12 minutes. Let's stand 10 to 12 minutes, stir again, and then serve. So we'll just set that down right there. Let it do its thing. Whew, it's hot. I'll bring you back when we're doing dinner. All right, so I figured I'd try this. Lean back. This thing's like 40 pounds. Wow. I guess that's the 2 cups of water, but this is what it looks like. Smells alright. That's what it looks like. Not too bad. Smells good. Oh, this is going to be filling. Like, already, I mean, this one is a 2-serving meal. I would say that's a 2-serving meal. I'll just eat what I can because it's not like I can save it. All right, where are the peanuts? There's supposed to be peanuts in here. I'd say this is pretty good. Not too bad. Still doesn't beat my favorite though. I'm in love with the chicken Alfredo. Love that stuff. But I keep trying different ones because you just never know. I'm not going to stick with the same thing. I always want to try something new, you know? Well, I'm going to eat this and just chill out for a little while. It's about 5:30. Right there, it's about 5:30. So the sun won't go down for a little while. It's starting to make its way, but it's not going to get dark in here probably for another hour and a half maybe. So I'm going to eat this. Then we'll get the fire going pretty soon. This is so good. I think I'm gonna eat my dinner right up here. Wait till you see this scenery. This is beautiful. I love it up here. I did the Ite Hill cold brew coffee video here. Look at that. Nice, huh? It's a picnic table here. Look at that scenery. That is nice. is what it's all about. Getting out, appreciating nature. I'm like loving life right now. This is so good for like my well-being. Oh, I love it. This is the Shanzu Vesta. If you're wondering what kind of knife this is, feel free to look it up. I happen to love this knife as well. Comes with this crazy little case. I'm probably going to get a different case for it because, I mean, I'm not going to be using this belt buckle. You know, it has this like belt buckle that you can attach onto your backpack or your belt or, you know, whatever it is. And it comes with a little ferrocerium rod right here that you can use. So, I mean, it is pretty cool, but I mainly use it for batoning some wood. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. Just a little bit, you know, give me something to do. It's always a little fun, you know. Let's see. Here's this piece. Gonna get that fire going in a little bit, so just getting some little twiggies. Let it dry. It rained yesterday. Yeah. The object is to go through the entire piece of wood, obviously. Whew. Anyways, gonna get that fire started. Melting. But anyways, before we get this fire going, I have it ready to go. I'm not gonna quite light it yet. I figured now would be a good time to show you my sleep system before I put it. I haven't put it into the hammock yet, so let's do that. I'll show you what I'm gonna be sleeping on or in, or so. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Anyways, so the pillow I'm going to be using, this is a pillow by Outdoor Vitals. So that's the pillow I'm going to be using in the hammock. It blows up in a few breaths. I happen to love this pillow. It's got this like nice soft kind of material on it, so it doesn't slip around on your sleeping pad. Not quite sure how it'll do in a hammock, but we'll find out. So we got that, and I'm not using a sleeping bag, and I'm not using a sleeping pad. I'm just using a quilt. This quilt that I have, it's by a company called Hot Cocoa Outdoors. I love this thing. I used this on my last camp out, and it was perfect. All four corners have these little loops. I've actually, if I can, I'll attach it to in the video or in the description. I'll attach it for other videos you may enjoy or whatever. If you want to see how I turned this into an underquilt. I actually used it as an underquilt, but I'm going to use it as a quilt. Reversible. It snaps. You know, it has all these snaps, so you can customize it to how you want to use it. So I put my foot down in this like little area down there, and then I just kind of pull the blanket up over me. You know, so that's what I'm going to use. So let's get this in the hammock. What end am I going to sleep on? Alright, so that end is slightly higher on that end, so that'll be my foot end, I guess. Ooh, sweat in the eye. Oh, that's stinging. Whew. Oh my God, it stings. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. All right, so I'll throw the pillow in there later. See, I think this hangs really well. I'll show you. Oops. Okay, so there's that. I think I have a pretty good hang. So far seems comfortable, sitting this way anyways. We'll see how it is when we sleep. But I don't know, maybe it'll be all right. We'll see. Oh man, that sweat just pouring in my eyes. Wow. Oh, it was like something burning. Wow. Might be time for a cold, refreshing beverage. Oh man. I think, I don't know if this was dumb, like coming out here on a day that's like, there's no air, you know, there's just no air. You know how it's like in the high humidity, like there's no air, nothing, there's no breeze, nothing at all. So, I don't know, we're in the first week of August, and just wow. You know, I'm really looking forward to cooler temperatures and doing some more hikes and getting out there in the cooler weather. It just feels like it just sucks the life out of you, you know? You do one little thing, and like I said, you just like melting, you know? Sorry, this is just a vape. This is just a vape. I'm sorry. You know, we all have a habit. This one's mine. Okay? We all do things we probably shouldn't, right? And this is probably something I shouldn't do. I used to smoke. I don't anymore. So if I have to do that, and you know what? When I even vape, I even put like a little piece of fabric over the top, and like a little rubber band, so as not to like get any kind of, you know, extra tobacco or chemicals or whatever. So I kind of even have an extra little filter on that. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Let's see. It's time. It is time. Oh, ice cold, ice cold. Put that in my koozie. A normal size can of Coors Light, okay? This is perfect for me, you know, so this is what I happen to like. And it's a little can, it's not one of those tall boys or, you know, super keg size or anything like that. I'm not a big drinker. Like I said, I don't know who I'm trying to be by coming out here and trying all different beers and stuff, but, you know, I want to try and expand beyond just a Coors Light. But you like what you like. So, cheers. Thank you for coming along. It's about, I don't know why I feel the need to show you, but it's about 6:35. I don't know if you can see that. It's about 6:35. Cheers, by the way. And I'm not quite sure if I want to get that fire going right at the second. I think I might just take some time to just chill out a little bit and just relax, you know? Wow. Anyways, chat with you in a moment.
Seems I gotta have a change of scene. Every night I have the strangest dream. Impressed by the way I could have been left here on my own, no, so it seems. I've got to leave before I start to scream. 'Cause unlock the door and turn the key.
About 7:30. Might be time to light this. Let there be fire. All right. That's going to catch pretty good. I mean, I got some dry wood in there. I got a little bit of wet wood in there. We'll see. Nice. Okay, my inner pyro is about ready to be unleashed. So here we go. Get this fire cranking. I'll have this thing probably like 4 feet tall. But right now we're just gonna let that catch. Just been sitting here chilling, scrolling, looking at the trees, listening to the birds, listening to the motorcycles going by like way off in the distance. You know what? This is awesome. This is camping, and this is. If you get a chance to do it, go ahead and try it. If you haven't tried it, at least try it, you know. Like I said, I said in another video, I'm not trying to push camping on anyone, but I do encourage you to at least maybe try it, and or at least maybe get outside, take a walk. I think we've lost that connection to nature. A lot of people, and we're just all one track in a hurry and going about our lives. But this is needed. This is necessary. You know, I think we're designed for this. We're designed to be connected to nature, and that's not the beer talking. I really firmly believe that. So, anyways, I'm gonna play around with this fire, and yeah, we'll talk in a few. nice. You know, I got wood hanging all over the place in this thing. Look at this. What's going on here? There, get back in there. Get in there. Nice. Yeah. That fire. I love fire. 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 Wow. Wow. Now that's tall. It's almost as tall as I am. Oh my God. We push the limits on this twig stove, but oh, I love it. Raging. Oh, wow, it is a hot one. Guys, I'll bring you back. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy this fire, feed that twig stove, just chill out and enjoy my beer and just listen to the sounds of nature. And I'll bring you back before I say goodnight and we jump into I almost said the tent, the hammock. Gonna be hammock camping. Like, I can't even believe this. This is crazy. But guys, thank you for coming along, and I will see you at bedtime. It's a hot one. Oh, isn't that relaxing? Wow, something big must be going on. Like what? Sirens, cops. Ooh, we're looking for aliens. I think it's time for another cold one. And by a cold one, I mean a soda. All right, I only have one beer when I'm out camping, so, well, sometimes I have two. Ooh, ice cold. Nice. Yep, this is the life. I'm hoping that hammock is comfortable. But guys, I'm gonna watch this show. I'm gonna stoke the fire and just chill out and relax a little bit and try and enjoy the camp. And you don't even know how much I appreciate you guys coming along and helping me through this. And yeah, I'll bring it to bed. I'll bring it to bed. I'll bring it to bed. I'll bring it back when I go to bed. Wow.
Only game in town.
The work being done by the SETI Institute is the latest in a long line of scientific efforts to determine whether or not humanity is the only intelligent life in the universe.
Since time immemorial, we have wondered what's out there. Well, that paradigm is with us today. Today, we still wonder what's in the stars. It's sometimes said that perhaps the greatest search in the history of science is to search for how we fit in with regards to the universe.
Listen to that. What is that? Get my flashlight. What animal makes that noise? I mean, it's not that late right now, but the creatures are coming out. I mean, what is that, 9 o'clock? Oh, it's gonna be a long night. Just figured I'd just check in with you, just let you know that I'm still up. It's just about 10 o'clock. Now watching alone. I think the episode is the one that they're in Saskatchewan. I don't know, it's pretty cool. Out here in the woods and watching that. I was actually just watching some camping. And watching camping. But, yeah, saw some raccoons. I had a little bit of eye shine going on in the woods out there. There's some raccoons out there, so I'm sure they'll be around. But yeah, just chilling and just checking in, and when I head into bed, I'll say goodnight, and I don't know, kind of excited to sleep in this, but anyways, I'll talk to you guys in a few, and I hope you're having a good night. Well, I think it's that time. It's about, I don't know if you can see that. It's going on like 11, almost 11:30. It's 11:20. Whoa. shoes off. Ooh, this is nice. Shut this off for a second. Attracting bugs. Well, I don't know how well you can see, but I am going to get in here. Obviously, I'm going to have to get back up and shut the light off, but just so you can see how it's going and how it's going to work when I get in here. And I'll let you know if it's comfortable or not. What the heck? Can't get my shoe inside here. Wow, those spring peepers are loud. But yeah, I've just been kind of chilling out, just enjoying listening to the spring peepers, watching some shows, listening to the radio, and flipped over my chair so the condensation won't be, you know, in the seat and everything. Yeah. Put that there. We'll see how this goes. Got my pillow up there. I'm gonna lay on top of the blanket right now because it's still kind of warm. All right. Whoops. There we go. Let's see if this is comfortable. Whew. So far, so good. Good night, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Huh. Not too bad. Oh, yeah. Huh. Hear the creatures out early this morning. Oh yeah. Oh, you can hear the creatures this first thing this morning. Oh boy. Good morning from the hammock. Oh. Let me get up, get some coffee, and I have to use a local tree, and we'll talk about the night. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 10:06 in the morning. Oh. I want to get out. I'm not gonna. Morning. I'm not cold, trust me. It just feels like it's still holding in my body heat. In the morning, it's like damp. It's like a damp cool right now. coffee. Yeah, we're gonna get some coffee. Wow, look at that sun coming up. All right, let me show you this. Whew. Before we get some coffee on. Wow. It's like a bright red sun about ready to come up. Look at that. That's nice. Wow. Sun's good. Are you coming up? I gotta get some coffee on. Yeah, I'll get some coffee on and we'll talk about how the night went in the hammock camping. Wow, look at the mist over the bog out there. Let me show you this. Wow. Look at the mist over. Look at that. It's so eerie looking. Let's see if I can do that. Look at that. See the mist rolling over the entire field down there. Wow. Amazing. Oh. Let's get some coffee on. Like I said, I'm not cold. It's just, this feels like just a nice dry warmth underneath. It's so damp. It's so wet. Oh. All right, let me snap this thing so I don't have to hold it. Oh my God. I did this, I put like a little tissue on the end of the pot so nothing will crawl in there during the night. Get some water on. Yep, hammock camping is definitely different. Oh boy, I wouldn't say I don't love it. I mean, it was kind of comfortable. It's just, it's different, you know, and I'll explain that in a moment. Let me get this coffee on. I could hear the mosquitoes like buzzing around. Like, it felt like it was they were buzzing around my head, and they were right there, but they couldn't get me because of the bug screen or the bug net, but you could just hear them like they were lurking. It's kind of weird. All right, let me get this coffee on, then we'll have a little chatty chat about hammock camping. Oh, I love that sound. It's like one of my favorite sounds to hear in the woods in the morning, those birds. Probably too hot to take a sip, but I'm gonna try. Whew. Too hot. Get out of here, mosquito. Come on, I got the thermocell on. What's going on? Wow. Let me back this up just a little bit. Ugh. Sun's coming up. It's gonna be a great day. How do I know that? Because I'm telling myself that. Yeah. So, hammock camping. It was comfortable. It was comfortable. I didn't feel like I was like stuck in one position the whole time. I noticed like being in the hammock with the bug net, it's a little different than not having the bug net on, because the bug net just kind of keeps the sides together. I don't know if that makes any sense. So when you're laying there, like the sides that are normally kind of like open are like kind of like curled up around you, so you feel like you're cocooned in, you know. And I at one point I kept trying to like get the sides of the hammock down just a little bit, and it wasn't working because the bug net just keeps it like pretty much right in line. But I mean, that's a minor thing, and I'm sure in the wintertime I might appreciate it. This thing worked out great. Even though it's like summertime, you do still feel like the coolness of the air coming in underneath. So what I did is I kind of used this like an envelope. Instead of just having like my foot in like the foot box and then having it open as a blanket, I kind of used it as a sleeping bag, almost like an envelope, and I got myself in, so that way I had this to lay on and then be able to flip it over my body. So, and that was perfect. It was like a dry, warm heat in in the hammock, if that makes any sense, even though it's like 1,000 degrees and it's humid. Like it just felt good. I like it. I do like it. This was my first ever hammock camp, so I'm gonna have to, you know, make some tweaks, and eventually I will upgrade my gear. And this is all entry-level gear as far as I'm concerned, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I'm still gonna sleep out in this again. But I think I mean, I'm going to have to invest in an underquilt. I don't know if I'm going to try and rig myself an underquilt. I could probably make one, you know, get like another hammock or something, put it under there, like line it with like some sort of, I don't know. But yeah, I think it went all right. And your tips actually helped me out, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I felt better having a bigger tarp, just on the chance it rained. I felt like, you know, this would have kept me dry, other than that little triangle thing that I was flying before. Smaller ground sheet, so again, if it rains, it's not gonna all pool up on the ground sheet that's, you know, excess, like over the tarp, and then drain it. So it's small. You know, it's small. It's a smaller tarp. I can't think clearly right now. Sorry. I'm going to, I think, actually have, did I put it in the car? Yeah, I must have put it in the car. I kept all food in the car, so let's see what I got here. Banana Pop-Tart for breakfast. Yep. So, just gonna keep it simple this morning. Like I said, I didn't want to do too much cooking on this trip. I just kind of wanted to focus on, you know, the hammock camp and all that kind of stuff. So, but I am gonna at least chill here and have, these things are great, by the way. I don't know, they came out with like a banana Pop-Tart. They're pretty good. So I just woke up, you know, I'm trying to process the night. It is different from being in a tent. I mean, it's completely different. You know, you have movement every once in a while, I like the fact that you're up off the ground. That was kind of cool. Because, you know, when I was getting into the hammock last night, I noticed there was like a lot of little bugs everywhere. And I'm like, all right, I'll be hanging above all that. But it was comfortable. It was not as uncomfortable as I had anticipated in my head. I thought that maybe I would be like completely stuck in one position and feel like I was like in some like U shape, but I didn't. I had my foot end a little bit higher, as a few people had suggested, and that kind of helped out a little bit. I was able to, you know, roll around and turn over, and having my pillow didn't slide around too much, and I think it was a successful camp, you know. I think my next camp, or one of my camps that I have coming up, I do want to do a stealth camp. I want to do a stealth camp. I have somewhere in mind, and I think that ought to be very interesting. And I won't be hammock camping for that one. But I think I'll end the video here, eat my Pop-Tart, drink my coffee, and as you can see, the rays of sunshine are coming in. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you for helping me out with the successful hammock camp. It was great, and I appreciate you coming along. I will see you on the next one. Have a great week. Look at that sun. Really nice. Coming through the trees. See you later, guys.